Shena Samon. How you doing, Shena?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm just trying to be necessary. All right, so we're gonna play one more cut. Yeah, and then we're gonna get into your all up into your vocal cords. What you think about that?
Cool beans.
Hallelujah. We'll be back with Miss Shena Samon, but we're gonna do another. We're gonna get this one out the way. This next selection is by Mr. Marcus Johnson, and it's titled "Just Doing What It Do." You know what happened when you let it just do what it do. Hallelujah. All right, we're back. We're back at Jazz at Miss Connie's house. I'm your host, Mr. Dashing Dale Day, and we have in our studio a very, very talented guest,
Thank you, thank you.
and she goes by the name of Shena Samon. Hi, Shena.
Hello. How's it going? How are you today? Is that better?
I'm
I have
doing.
a habit, even though I sing. Sometimes.
Well,
I'm
act like
I'm
you're singing. Act like you're singing. It's the same thing.
Yes. Eat the mic. That's what they used to tell me.
Okay, so Sheena, how long have you been? How long you been performing? Wait a minute, where are you from?
I am from Tampa, Florida.
Really?
Born and raised. Yes. People are always shocked by that, but yes,
Uh-huh.
I am a Tampa native.
So am I.
Tampanian?
So am I.
Okay. Cool beans. Yes.
So, what motivated you to start singing? At what age did you start singing?
Ugh. In elementary school, I used to sing in the chorus. High school, I never did get back into it for whatever reason. I was in choir for like 1 second. My parents took me out because the choir director and the pianist got into it. After that, one of my childhood friends kind of remembered that I sang, and she actually took me to the studio one time. Hi, Jill. And years passed after that, and life happened. And one day, I just got in. I was like, I'm gonna try out for American Idol. Try it out. I tried out for actually another band, and I made it with that band. And from there, it just.
What was the name of the band?
It started off as what was the name? It was so long ago. Oh, don't choke me. Can't remember. Because he changed the name so many times, but then from there it went to three of us left and formed a trio.
Okay.
And then those two fell in love, and then I
Ooh.
actually had my own. Asked them to keep the name because we kind of it was Smokey and the Angels, and I asked if I could keep that name because we kind of made a name for ourselves.
Mm.
Had that for about 3 years, and then life happened. And people would always tell me I need to do my own, go solo artist.
Mm-hmm.
And then, some strange things happened in life. I got into a little depression and things like that, and decided to go full on as an individual artist, and that basically kind of saved me.
Awesome. Okay, so I know that now I'm an artist also. I'm a bass player, bassist.
Okay.
I'm pretty good. But anyway, I know that it was something that I heard on the radio that sparked me. I want to do that. So, what was your awakening? At what point, and who was some of your earlier influences?
Ooh, Tony Braxton is my ultimate favorite
Oh.
person. But besides that, I have an old soul. So, of course, Aretha Franklin, Shaka Khan. I grew up listening to Sade, the Chaka-Chas. Some people, some stuff that isn't really wasn't considered mainstream. My music is diverse. But I don't know. It just, one day, I think it started when, people told me that I had a voice. But when I auditioned for that first initial band, it was like, maybe I have something, and no one has booed me yet. So it gave me the encouragement. And then when I became an individual artist, I decided that was my niche. That was my purpose in life, because I believe that music is therapeutic, and it definitely saved me. And so that's what my
That
purpose
is-
is.
that's-
That's what kind of
Well,
got me going.
everyone has a story.
yes. I have lots.
So what are your projections? Where do you see yourself? What are some of your goals as far as reaching being an entertainer, female vocalist? What are some of your goals?
I don't know. Some of my goals is just to remain who I am as a person. When I come across people, they're like, "You're just so genuine," and I'm not that type of person that's like, "Ugh, get away from me," or anything like that. But just to maintain my integrity, maintain who I am as a person, and then along the way also help learn as much as I can, and also help other artists as they're coming up as well. I do have a goal someday of owning my own studio. Somebody asked me about management, and I'm like, I don't know yet. I don't know about that. But my goal is to heal people through my music at the end of the day.
Wow, that's very impressive.
Thank you.
I kind of like it. So listen, we're gonna play some of your. We want to hear you,
Okay.
and we're gonna play some of your music.
Okay.
And this first one is entitled "Sapiosexual."
Yes.
So explain how that came about you and came about and what message are you trying to relay from that experience or putting that down?
Okay, Sapiosexual is my second track that I released last year.
Hmm.
Each one of my tracks are elements of who I am as a person, the things that
Right.
I've gone through in life.
Okay.
Sapiosexual, if most people don't know, y'all don't know what sapiosexual is, I'm about to tell you. It's a person who is attracted to intellect, to a person's mind. It turns them on. And that's just who I am. I find it sexy. I find intellect sexy. It stimulates me. So, yeah, that message out there that I wanted to convey to people is, besides the physical, yes, sometimes, the physical is important, but also tap into that person's mental first to see what happens. Because sometimes a person can be sexy and they just, you know, they're not super smart.
Yeah, I know that's happened to me a lot. I tell these women I do have a mind.
Hey, you gotta let them know. I mean, you gotta show them that you got a mind. You can't just
I'm
say
not just all of that.
not all bronze and beauty. How they say it.
All right, so we're gonna listen to this one, sapiosexual.
Okay.
Baby, when you touch me there, I lose control with words whispered, and in my ear, stroking my mind with your intellect. Causing my body to quake when we have mind sex. Make love to me all night long. Caressing my mind till I'm far gone. Make love to me, stimulate my mind every time. When we make love, it's sexual. Kiss my lips with every word you speak. Feeding me inch by inch, you have gone so deep. Penetrate my soul with your mental, yeah. My legs wrapped around your waist, take me there now, no time to waste. Make love to me all night long. Caressing my mind till I'm far gone. Make love to me, stimulate my mind every time. When we make love, it's
You're listening to Jazz in Miss Connie's house. I'm your host, Mr. Dashing Dale Day. We're gonna take a little brief pause for the cause, and we'll be right back with some more Shena.
so believe we 100 down 813-248-6300. Everything gon' be okay. Call Ricky, he coming. He taking kids to the floor to grab a pin of sundown. 184-361 Rick. That's 184-361-7425. Never word from the point forward, just recline. Just ask Ricky, plus your boy stay wide. Just in case you missed it, I'ma tell you one more time. 184-361 Rick. Call Ricky, ask Ricky is a legal medical referral service. The doctors and lawyers on our network are trained in handling auto injury claims and giving you the best medical treatment and recovery. Dial 1-844-361 Rick. That's 1-844-361-7425. Ricky. Ask Ricky.
In Touch Radio, the most loved station across the nation. In Touch Radio. Tell a friend. In Touch Radio.
All right, you're listening to Jazz at Miss Connie's house. I'm your host, Mr. Dashing Dale Day, and I'm innocent. And we have our guest in our
I find that hard to believe. I'm just
studio audience, the fabulous Miss Shena. So Shena, so tell me some of the places you've been performing here in Tampa, in this Tampa Bay area. You know, for the last 3 years.
Ew, sugar. I've played all over. I've played at the Crowbar. Just had one down at the Blue Flame. Really cool. I might head over there tonight, actually. They have karaoke at night, R&B karaoke at that. Okay. So that's pretty cool. Hidden Sound Village over at Carib. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Caribi Restaurant. Okay. I've been all over. Jeepers. You're stumping my brain right now. See, that's what happens when you don't eat food. You have to think hard. But there's a lot of great places that I've been
now you know, I played every place imaginable in Tampa. I never heard of one of those places. Because I've been off the scene. I've been off the scene for a minute, so I guess I'm an old fart.
Nah, just have to. There's some places that people they ask me to perform at, and I'm like, okay, I've never been there, because it seems like I go out a lot, but actuality it's just only like for the most part when I'm performing. Okay, so it gives me a chance to get out there and see the different venues. Right. Yeah. I'm trying to think of some other places.
Okay, so this next selection is entitled Demons. So where'd that come from?
Okay. This piece is my most vulnerable piece. I did perform that yesterday as well. The story behind that is, and I'm not afraid to talk about it. If you see the video, there is a video for it. It needed a video because you can listen to the lyrics and stuff and it will touch you, but without the visuals and stuff, it makes that much more of an impact. You can find it on YouTube, Shena Samon. But how I came up with that is I have had issues with suicide. Ooh. There are times where I have not wanted to be here anymore. So when I say I started this musical journey and it saved my life, it did. You know, and just things that have happened to me in my life, miscarriage. I had one about 2 years ago. I talk about things that, well, the video portrays things that are typically taboo. People don't talk about them a lot. Before I perform this song, I'll talk about, make me cry, because I get emotional because this is my most vulnerable piece, but I'm not afraid to put it out there because a lot of people, even though they saw the visual for it, they were like, it was triggering for them, but it's helped them a lot. I can't stress enough how important mental health is for everyone, especially in our community. I always say this, women, we get the therapy. People say women, it's okay to do this and do that, but our black men in general, I'm not gonna just say it. Black men, they are very important. Our men are important to us as well. So it's important that they have someone, that outlet to talk to and say, hey, I'm not okay, without being that stereotypical or you're weak because of that. So just check in on your friends and family, make sure they're okay. If they cross your mind, it's for a reason. It's for a reason. Pick up the phone just to say, hey, check on them, see if they're all right, because you never know what anyone is going through. So yeah.
You know, that is so true.
Are you getting teary-eyed? Don't make me ugly.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I thought about suicide one time also.
Okay.
But somebody gave me some jerk chicken, and I came right back, man.
Are you serious? The jerk chicken? You know what? Okay.
So
Oh, I'm glad he didn't
that's
say
next.
possum.
That's the thing that kept me here. So listen. So we're gonna
You're fine.
we're gonna listen to
Glad the
Miss
jerk
Shena
chicken saved your life.
Simone's Demons.
Yes.
Yes.
How many demons do you have? The ones that consume your mind, body, and spirit. Will you run from them? Will you roll over and die? Can you escape the madness that resides in your cerebral cortex? Free yourself from the demons, from the demons.
Constant thoughts plague my mind, feeding the demons that hide inside, trying to run every direction, but they seem to find me without hesitation.
Uncertainties of whether you're going to find a way out, all while wearing a smile on your face, hiding the hurt and pain from the world, not knowing whether you're going to make it another day.
Wearing a mask so you can see which demons live inside of me. Some ones of insecurities that devours my soul. The ones you left me with, leaving me unwhole. I'm so empty inside. I'm so empty inside.
All right. You're listening to Jazz at Miss Connie'S house. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so we're here with our special guest, Miss Shena Samon. Okay, we got it. All right. So, wow, I was really touched by that. It really made me feel kind of groovy there.
Thanks.
Yeah. So,
I like you. She's just like, really? That's how I feel about one of my friends.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So have you ever thought about going abroad, out of the country,
yes.
eventually?
Yeah. I actually, one of my goals was to go to Italy. I've had 6 write-ups last year over there, so we have a connect there, and I actually, it's in the works.
Good.
Trying to make it happen. But due to COVID and stuff like that, she's
Right.
trying to figure out how we can make that happen. But yes, I would definitely love to go abroad.
Well, you know they have a big, wide, music scene in Plant City.
And plants. Are you being? You know what? I was gonna say, I'm like, wait, Plant City. I'm like, are you being serious? Because I don't know you yet. So okay,
Strawberry Festival.
yeah, the Strawberry Festival that will be coming up soon. I don't know if they're ready for Shena Samon at the Strawberry Festival yet. I don't even know if I'm ready for it.
Blueberry Festival.
Hey.
But anyway, Yeah, this is really exciting here. Now you have another song here, and it's entitled "Higher."
Yes.
Now, explain us a little bit about that one. What motivated you to write that, and share us your innermost feelings.
Okay, I'm going to share my innermost feelings. Higher, I brought that out. What was it? I guess it's almost been 2 years. Yeah, 2 years now. Dang, time is flying by. Anyway, that was my very first professional single. I mean, I've been featured on other tracks and stuff, but this, as far as my own music, that one was just about that special person that elevates you, that makes you, take you higher onto that next level, to that next plane. Yeah, it's just that simple. That's all I'm saying
Awesome.
about that.
Okay, so we're going to take a listen to it. And this is Higher by Shena Samon.
Your touch takes me on a high to ecstasy. When you taste my honey, I rain on you so freely, taking me on a body high, hitting all the right spots to cry. Continue to whine in me. Take me, lift me Inhale strongly as you stroke me so deep, and the harder we go, the more I start to flow. You got me so weak in the knees. When we roll, I begin to squeeze. Take me high, don't stop now. The whole world hears me sigh, me
You're listening again to Jazz at Miss Connie's house. I'm your host, Mr. Dashing Dale Day, and we have Miss Shena Samon. Miss Shena Samon. I like saying it, Samon.
I actually
right.
hated that name.
Huh?
I said I actually disliked that name until I became an artist.
Well, one of the most awesome female vocalists was named Simone. Nina Simone.
Nina
wasn't it?
Simone.
Nina
Mhm.
Simone.
And I love her.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, yeah,
It was
you
just
got-
because that's my middle name.
right.
So when I knew when I was in trouble, my
Mhm.
mom would say Shena Simone or whatever, and for whatever, I just loathed it. But then yeah, when I came out with that name, it was just like kind of went together.
That's awesome. Well, listen, we're gonna look to hear a lot more from you,
Yes.
and a lot more things are gonna be coming up for you. And all you got to do is just stick with it and keep
Sure.
on doing the good stuff, because you
For
got
sure.
got a really great start right now.
Yes.
And wow, I'm excited for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. So anyway, thank you so much for coming in and sharing with us some of your music
Thank you for
and
having
some
me.
of your experiences. And we're gonna have you back at another time. What you think?
Cool beans. I've got some new stuff coming up. My first EDM track coming out in March. Working on it, taking tango lessons because I get these crazy ideas for visuals. So
Mhm.
that will be a part of my music video.
Well, keep us informed,
I'll
because
keep you
you have a place to get your music heard.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Right.
And thank you for having me. It was fun.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, so we're going to continue on with this musical journey of jazz at Miss Connie's house. All right, so we're going to kick this next segment off. Got a break? Okay, we're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back with some bad stuff. You know what we're going to do. We're going to drop it like it's hot. All right.
By now, we're all aware of the dangers of COVID-19.